Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here tonight as I return to Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. I'm really looking forward to jumping back into this one. We had some fun with it last time. We just barely got started. Sherlock Holmes is in the middle of an investigation of a missing servant of a local, really awful guy, but it's the mystery that matters. We will uncover this, and if the hype around this game is to be believed, we will eventually have a punch fight with Cthulhu, and I can't wait to see that. Welcome in. It's me, Jess. Red Wing, thank you so much for your resub a few minutes ago. Jakobine, Matawi, everyone else, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been having a good weekend. I'm very excited to jump into this one. Now, as always, you know, we like to start the streams with Jess's full disclosure. Full disclosure, I'm playing Hurt tonight. This is great. So on Friday, I managed to sprain my ankle pretty bad. And you're probably asking yourself, like, how'd you sprain your ankle, Jess? Well, it's very simple. I was stepping out of the shower. And like a lot of my injuries in recent years, this one does happen when I'm not wearing clothes, which that's something I'm really concerned about, a growing tendency. Eventually, that's going to end very embarrassingly for me. But I bent over to pick up a towel off the floor after getting out of the shower. And instead of like bending at my waist or with my knees, I did kind of like I'm a little teapot move where I stood on one foot and sort of tipped over to pick the towel up off the ground. And when I tipped over to my right foot, there was this awful popping sound. I honestly thought somehow I just like broken every bone in my foot simultaneously, but it turned out I hadn't. It turned out I had just, sorry about that. I had just sprained it. So that was exciting to discover. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm recovering from a terrible ankle sprain, and like all my injuries, it is incredibly embarrassing. So that's what's up with me. I hope you're doing well. I need to adjust my mic a little bit here. I think I'm coming in a little too powerful. Let's see here if I can get this down to acceptable human levels. I think that's going to go a little better for us. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Can I do this without completely breaking down my entire stream? Probably not. So let's just jump right back in. I'm ready to go. So here's the weirdest part of the whole, like, I sprained my ankle moment. This is deep Jess lore I've never discussed on stream, but I'm a little what you might call duck-footed, which, not to say webbed toes. I want to be very clear here. I do not have webbed toes. I don't care what you've read on the internet, but I do have feet that kind of, like, face outward rather than straight ahead. It's like a congenital thing, just, like, slightly outward. And, like, my wife and my mother were together the other day, and they had this really awkward discussion about all the weird things I do as someone whose feet face slightly outward that I never knew were things I did and that were things that were weird. But definitely the two of them had noticed, and I felt very attacked in that moment as we talked about how strange my feet are. So I'm still trying to like come back from that, and I don't know if I can. So we've been tracking this lost servant. I mean, arguably that's too much information, but you know, I'm here to share. Hey, 6-7. Is it Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, this is Sherlock Holmes.
The Port of London,
where
please.
to go?
I will show you where to stop.
I'll show you where to stop. I am the Uber driver, not you. Hey, we completed chapter 1. Chorf is pigeon-toed. I'm duck-footed. Absolutely. So we're heading down to the waterfront in search of this missing servant. And of course, enjoying a delicious Dr. Enough. Without evidence, they won't understand you. They simply won't.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Wow.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. before the war. My time abroad was difficult.
Why is he
Once,
nagging Watson so
I came
much?
across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert.
Okay.
Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimmer here?
Yes. Like how shiny Holmes's outfit is here. And ask bystanders about a piece of evidence. Press start to open the casebook. Pin the evidence with X. Okay, so we have Soulsby's calling card. Roy Soulsby. We've pinned it. Horse, do you know anything about this calling card? You there, horse!
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I think I can help you.
Well, there you go. The man usually wanders close to the dockyard. Wow. We did it, gang.
Could you help me?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Tis a shame. Isn't it? The environmental sounds here are good. I like the sort of ambient music, too. Is this kind of some kind of steam lorry? What are we dealing with here? Lorry, lorry, hallelujah. Excuse me, Gov? Oops, he's slightly too far away to speak to.
Can I ask you a
question?
question?
Here we go.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. That's bold.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
It's funny, the first guy we talked to had some information, then everyone else has just stonewalled
Are
us.
you able to help me?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Not sure if that guy was peeing or just like role-playing as someone who was peeing. It was hard to tell. He could have been a urine larper, as they called them back in Victorian London.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
What's this? Help. Garvish missing for a week. That's Diane Port Shanetown. A missing person poster. A missing person poster.
Are you able to help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Wonder if I have left the area where the people with the answers to my questions might be. Maybe I'll just let myself into this home. Hello, small child.
Hello, lad.
I'm a stranger.
Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother. She got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
Where did you last see Girves?
We're getting good
He
clues on this
worked at
mystery we
a,
aren't investigating.
Warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
Hey, Lemming.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of
Oh
metal.
no. It's a Terminator. Oh no. This isn't Sherlock Holmes versus Cthulhu. This is Sherlock Holmes versus the T-1000. We don't stand a chance.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
Don't go anywhere.
Excellent testimony, but we need to find this Roy Soulsby. Both of our mysteries now run through him. Here's my big mistake. Wait, let me go back in there and use my detective senses. Make sure there's no evidence. Oh, there's the shrine. Yeah, I guess that's the shrine he was talking about. I should have used my eyes, the detective's first tool. Incense. Candle.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
Yeah, I'm kind of fascinated that this is a remake. I haven't played the original. I'm guessing that given the status of the developer in Ukraine in the midst of the war, probably a remake had some real appeal versus trying to
pendant looks
do
like
a new game
silver,
from
but
scratch.
It's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
Okay. We're on to find Roy Soulsby. Much different point in time in Holmes's chronology. Okay, after the Reichenbach. After the fall, if you will. I have to admit, I kind of like the young Holmes of Chapter 1 and this game so far. I think it allows maybe for a less detached Holmes, which has its advantages. He still feels slightly more human, but not too human. We wouldn't want that. Hey, Holmesy boy.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Oh, you think there's some James Bond vibe here? Interesting. Oh, the emulation of rebooting it completely. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I like that approach.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse.
Bartenders always know where to go. Ooh, we got bulletin boards. We got everything.
Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
Know anyone with a metallic eye? Have you seen Cable? The famous X-Man Cable here?
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
Terrible pinball accident. What if I said back to you the same thing you just said to me?
Doesn't look like anything to me. Doesn't look like anything to me. Have you been drinking?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Are you familiar with a
There we
Roy
go.
Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
Maybe he's one of the Baker Street irregulars.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
I'm going to observe you. Just a moment while I observe you. Please don't be creeped out. Chapped lips. Oh no. Belly a bit distended. Wow, it's usually always the shoes. No, I assure you I do this to everyone I meet. Trousers a little too tight. No, pocket square. Vomit stains, morning sickness. Barmaid is in early stages of pregnancy, hence the slightly distended belly and hints of morning nausea. Barmaid is in the early stages of pregnancy. She's hiding her swollen belly by wearing trousers they're too tight for. I'm going to say she's unaware of her pregnancy is my read on this girl. I love this idea that Sherlock Holmes just makes these sorts of wild conjectures about people. And now we're just going to say to her, you're with child.
Miss, what if I told you that you are in the family way?
No, really? Oh, thank you, sir. How would I, a simple woman, have ever known
He had that
without
coming.
your help? You must be a doctor.
He had that coming.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
Yeah,
No,
Watson,
fine,
step
thank
it in here.
I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
You know what just occurred to me? How fun would it be if Frogwares had a chance to make a Gabriel Knight game? Like, how fun could a Gabriel Knight game with this sort of vibe be? There's something else on the wall. Yeah, if Jane Jensen was involved, that would be great. Thank you. This hat came pre-equipped for this level. I don't know why, but I'm not changing it.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Do I have a mini map? Or even a mega map? Boy, that does nothing for me. Good job not being concerned about where you place your feet while walking. Look, Kevin, I wasn't even walking. I was just standing there, naked as the day I was born, standing on one foot, as one does, and for reasons beyond my control, I suffered a dire injury.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sir. I never heard of it.
I knew exactly where my feet were. I just didn't assume my ankle was going to explode. Oh, the duck feet thing. That is very just. You know, I didn't used to think I was like a calamitous person, but I clearly am. Like, just constantly. I am suffering wow, I just killed Sherlock Holmes. Just indignity after indignity, injury after injury.
Excuse me, just one question.
I think I can help you.
People say Mr. Soulsby may have gone to watch the ship that exploded yesterday near the third pier. Yeah, if he's still standing the same place he was yesterday, that's a useful clue. Oh,
Not in the
man.
mood, mate. Shoo!
Are you Roy Soulsby? Because you have a close-up.
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy...
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the 4th person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
I'm trying to work out your hair.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, but I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
Boy, everyone here in Victorian London is super racist.
Now, where was I?
Boy, I'll observe him first. Upsetting stringy hair. He's of average height, eh? Very suspicious. Any stamping stains. HM cuz. I wish Badgering was literally throwing a badger at this man. I'd like to see how he reacted. Good to see you, Green Bee. Waltham Hillside Pocket Watch. Mint. Solid gold. That's near mint at best. No muscle tone. Not brawny. Man, Sherlock Holmes just doesn't hold back. He's of English blood, average build. His left palm bears several ink stains. HM Kuz, he's a customs officer. I'm gonna say he's a corrupt officer. Why not? I'll just leap to that conclusion.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
He doesn't know anything about himself, eh?
What are you on about? What are you on about?
Sorry. You know anything about this barmaid? I met a pregnant barmaid.
Sorry.
I wouldn't
doesn't ring a bell.
know what her deal is.
Have you seen this?
Here we
before?
go.
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
Business card fraud. Classic.
What are you on about?
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up.
I bet this guy is running like a classic Pinocchio scam where he's gathering up young boys, shipping them off to an island where they're turning into donkeys. Like, this is the most like straight up Pinocchio scam I've ever seen. If this doesn't go that direction, if there isn't a magical donkey island, I am going to be shocked at this
Moskva. Sounds like this ship was from the east.
The kidnapper left someone else's calling card, a reverse copycat.
Match. One careless throw, and boom.
Yeah, Pinocchio's creepy already. It would work as a Lovecraftian story.
Them for staying at home.
Saltpeter. Not a readable note, eh? Does he have more to say? He's yellow.
That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while. Wonder why people are going missing. Puts a man on edge, you know.
Hey, Grundy. The Asses of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft, yes.
Is this familiar to you?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Help me, please.
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Can I ask you a question?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Well, his story's consistent. Puppets are frankly scarier than most stuff in Lovecraft. Yeah, I mean, this is true. I just went to a retro game shop, I guess, Thursday. And in the back room, they had a shelf of like 5 ventriloquist dummies, 5 antique ventriloquist dummies. And you know, I firmly believe that the idea that like old dolls are somehow creepy or haunted, that's ridiculous. You know, I'm a man of reason, but you cannot tell me that every ventriloquist doll does not have a child's soul in it. Absolutely has the soul of a dead child in it. And yeah, retro game and Hank shop. You know, I have to agree. Having played Chapter 1 first, I still feel like even in that game, they don't explain the evidence mechanic very well. Never turn. No, ventriloquist dummies. Oh, just the worst. People, eh?
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
I had this brief moment at this game shop. They had basically every CD-ROM Star Trek game ever released in jewel cases, not in original boxes. And part of me's like, why if I just bought a whole bunch of Star Trek jewel case games?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
When did they invent Jack? When did they invent umbrellas? It was actually 1 year after this game is set. It's the only possible answer. I mean, as slowly as we're going to be in this rain for a while. Because I am clueless as to how to proceed. Do you know anything about
this?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Maybe I need to go to my mind map. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done that. I forgot that the mind map exists. Okay. 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 I don't think the barmaid really has anything to do with this, but... Okay, who abducted Kimya? Barmaid's testimony. All right. Oops. Did we do it? Yeah, Dirty Sommers. Of course, Dirty Sommers is the kidnapper. Everyone knew this. Dr. Mario, that's interesting. Umbrellas, at least according to anecdotal evidence, were traditionally black because the rain in Victorian London was so dirty that any other color would stain. Gross. Okay. So we should have new information now. They're going to pin that evidence and start asking around about this jerk.
Are you able to help me?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know
Just,
nothing about it.
just shoulder checking people, interrogating them lightly. Maybe I need to go back to Soulsby.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
We're doing great here, gang.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Hope everybody's well tonight. Welcome in. We had some fun. There's an umbrella now. We had some fun playing Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on Thursday
Can you
night.
satisfy my curiosity?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
Haven't quite decided what's coming up for next Retro Adventure Wednesday. Been getting lots of good suggestions over on the Discord. So many good options.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Can you satisfy my curiosity? Is a strange thing to say to someone you don't know.
The planks were broken with force.
I know this game goes out of its way not to be too hand-holdy, and I respect that, but boy, what I wouldn't give for a quest marker.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer.
Oh,
You
it
should
said
ask someone
Discord
else.
link in the chat has expired. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Let's see here. I'll have to update that after the stream. Goodness gracious. That's not good at all. Wow, I had no idea. Let's see here if I can generate one just to be on the safe side. Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Let me just pop that into chat. Thank you for that heads up. I'll have to update that. It's probably like a year-long expiration on it, but that one should work. If anyone wants to join us on the Discord, great place to hang out and discuss adventure games with folks who love adventure games, as well as all kinds of other games and all kinds of other topics. Like, for instance, what's the last really good food you ate? Oh, I found the warehouses.
Help me, please.
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Excellent. Thank you, Green Bean, for the
Do you
heads
know
up.
anything about this?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
I just need to find Roy again, but now I'm all turned around. Where I'm at on the map. This map I can't read. Oh, wait, we'll just go to Pier 3. We can fast travel. Haha! Fast travel, baby. That was how we did it. Ooh, marinara with fettuccine noodles. Not a bad choice. I had a steak salad.
What are you gawping at?
We'll confront you.
Mr. Soulsby,
You're ready to be
you know more
confronted.
than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
What? What is the crime? Who is the criminal? Choose evidence. This is a great question, Dr. Mario. If people want to know your sense of humor, what 2 or 3 games would you tell them to play? I feel like Curse of Monkey Island is very much my sense of humor. Like, maybe more so than the other Monkey Island games. The others are a little drier than I am. I'm not a dry humor kind of person, so that one would be way up there. Maybe... Goodness, that's a great question. What else would I put up there other than Curse of Monkey Island? I'm not as sarcastic as the Space Quest games. I don't think. I'd like to believe I'm not. I do like a little bit of absurdism, so maybe Day of the Tentacle would be in there as well. What's another game that really... Those two definitely. trying to think if there's anything outside of like the adventure game genre that I think does a really good job with it. It's another game that's pretty funny. I'm gonna stick with those two for now. How about y'all? What games do you think best encapsulate your sense of humor? Confront him with... Oh, I get 3 pieces of evidence. What is the crime?
And how do I fit in all this? Sorry, you lost me there.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Soulsby, you
I did
know
it
more than you're
wrong.
letting on.
What makes you say that? And how do I fit in all this? Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr.
I'm doing
Soulsby,
this wrong, I
you
think.
know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though.
What is Soulsby's connection to the crime?
Your calling card was found at the crime
here
scene.
we go.
That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
Oh, you're getting confronted so hard right now. What is Soulsby's secret? Oh, man. I don't like this prompt. This feels very final. Hey, thanks for the alert, Green Bean.
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income.
Standing out in heavy wool
Scotland Yard will be
clothing,
delighted to
being
arrest
utterly
you.
drenched.
All right, stop.
It's London, baby.
It's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
I did not
Yes,
partake.
I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that. On my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall. But I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He's a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
All right. Now we have testimony. And he frequents the Cursed Mermaid pub. We've already been there. Let's see if there's anything new going on at the old Cursed Mermaid. So I take it this game is less of an open world kind of game, huh? Chapter 1 was very much like you wander around an entire city. This one feels much more walled off. Wow, I'm ready to confront her too.
Oh no, no chance of a pint then.
I don't like his energy. He's gonna come in here and start confronting. Well, I guess that's all there is to it. Yeah, budget constraints feel like the likely culprit there.
Than you're letting on.
I have nothing more to add, sir.
Oh, really? Why is the crime? Who's the criminal?
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
Ooh, Portal is up there. That's a good pick, Sue Jack. Portal might be on my short list too. How's the bartender connected to it?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular
Testified.
here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order.
What is the bartender's secret?
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think?
Nothing of the sort, but that doesn't mean that there won't be consequences for your silence.
That definitely sounds like a
Everyone
threat.
knows you happily served Summers and his crew. Should the police come knocking, you'll be the one going away. And none of us wish to see you raise a child behind bars. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key. Go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
You're under arrest. Investigation scene found. Thump, thump. Okay, where is this quote-unquote room?
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
Strong man needed for moving crates in warehouse area. So what's going on this table? Looks like it's full of clues. Roughly 4 of them. Uh-oh, it's one of these. Fresh scratches, deeply
Strange
carved.
symbols. I don't recognize them. $5. That won't go far.
Not in this economy. Sold to Oscar Summers. High quality sailcloth. What else you got? Yes, here we go. 30 Summers hires men in the pub's private room. Investigation scene completed. Well, now I think we've answered all our questions. I've already solved the mystery. How about you, chat?
What did you see of Summer's work here? He was recruiting people?
It was like the whole world came through my door. People of all creeds and colours, but always strong, always tall. They seem like workers or journeymen. Beyond that, there's not much more to tell. I took his money and let him be.
And this lasted how long?
Several weeks, I wager. What can I get you? After the incident the other day, it seems customers are staying at home.
Okay. Let's try this. And then one of those. Ooh, strange symbols. Yes, a classic sailcloth invoice puzzle. Uh-oh. There we go. That feels like a solution. In a warehouse holding sales marked with red paint. We've ding dang done it. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this game now. What do you know about
People
this?
here are resilient. Tomorrow it'll all be forgotten.
All right, let's go to the warehouse district. Fast travel. Welcome in, by the way, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just uploaded to YouTube, I guess yesterday. No, it was Friday, now that I think about it. A little short video that revisited the Babelfish puzzle from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which has that reputation as being one of the most difficult puzzles of all time. And while certainly it's a It's a tough one. I think it's a little more fair than people give it credit for, and I talked a little bit about that on my YouTube channel. I don't do a lot of original content over there. Most of it's just archiving my VODs, but check it out over at Decap Jedi YouTube.
Nothing to see here.
I'd like to do a little bit more original content over there. That's sort of one of my goals over the next few months. I've been low-key working on a review of Leisure Suit Larry 5 that may go up eventually. We'll see. That could be an idea better left unexplored.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
No red paint on Warehouse 4. None on 6 or 7. There's 11. No red paint there. And that brings us all the way to the end of the line. Alright, let's backtrack and find some of those missing warehouses that I walked right past. This is a classic warehouse hunt. More like a warehouse. Ah, dang it, Kevin. We're on the same track. Ooh, here's number 8. This is it. Lucky number 8.
Unlikely that this warehouse has the goods.
How did you deduce that, Holmes? Sometimes I think this guy just says stuff.
Yeah. May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Hey, and Shady, good to see you. Welcome in. Glad to see you again. We're making a little bit of progress here. We're just searching for the right warehouse. We may have wandered out of the warehouse zone. No, no, this is Pier 3, isn't it? I'm back on the pier. Look at that great train. Great train. That's right. Holmes has already solved this. He's just waiting for me to catch up. Joke's on him. He'll be waiting a while. I'm pretty slow on the uptake. Let's see if I'm even in the warehouse district anymore. Let's see. Do we have a UR here? Okay, here we are. Sailcloth warehouse. There's number 3. There's number 6. We're 1 and 2 this way. Just to get my bearings. There's 2, which we confirmed is not it.
Nothing to see here.
And there's 5. These aren't the order that numbers go in. 1 has no red paint, 5 has no red paint. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 ruled out. He's supporting me and working out for myself. That's a good detective's job. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5 are cleared. 6 is clear. 7 is clear. Where is 8? There's 11. So it's 8, 9, or 10. I suspect. If I could only find them. Six. They did say sailcloth. There's 10. And there's 8 and 9. So is there yet another I haven't discovered? I think that left the warehouse district. Yeah, so we're definitely looking for sailcloth at this point. Should be marked with red paint as our clue. So there are some warehouses I've yet to see, I take it.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
This feels like something the locals here at the warehouse district should be able to help me with, in all fairness. Okay, there's 4, 6. Oh, there's 12. We've never seen 12 before. We've done it, gang. What? Okay. I don't remember how this works. And no tutorial. I really know how to pick them. That's right. Whoa, look at this. Whoa, this is the wildest lockpicking interface I've ever seen. I kind of love it. Okay, that one's in place. Next one needs to go up at least a couple more. I love this. Okay, middle one needs to go up one more slot. Look at that, gang. What a cool interface for lockpicking. That is very neat.
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you.
As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
Joke's on you. Nothing's beneath me. Okay.
Good quality, but torn in many spots. Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out.
Wait, sailcloth can't be exposed to the elements? That seems like a real problem for sailcloth. Dried mud, Port of London soil? A crowbar. A crobber.
The scratches are fresh, left by something metallic.
Yeah, maybe the crowbar? You think it could be this crowbar, Sherlock? That is a finicky
There are
hot
a
spot.
couple of marks on this end.
Oh wow, we got a big breakthrough, it says. Okay. So let's see here. What'd that do on our mind map?
It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him...
Layers
would
of
be
rust
easy.
will prevent any movement.
I wish Watson had some more input here and there.
This crank saw some use.
Nice. And upstairs, eh? This is one of those classic warehouses with an upstairs. Just slightly jog up there. I wonder if this game has the combat sequences that showed up in Chapter 1. They felt a little odd there, but I'd be curious to see if they try them again. Classic Gears.
Fit for a crank. Well oiled and well maintained.
It's a lifting mechanism.
It's stuck. No one's used it in a very long time.
Sure, I don't mind a spoiler about the combat. It feels like we're probably heading toward combat with Cyborg right now from all the clues. I'm putting together my detective skills. There's no combat. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's probably a good choice. The combat wasn't bad in the last game, but I don't know that it added a lot either. I'm liking this mystery a lot. I got lost wandering around the warehouses a little bit,
Hidden
but
passage, just as I expected.
I'm digging the actual piecing together the clues here. Ooh, man. That's a scary notice. Let's see here. Better save. Especially since I haven't saved all evening. I don't think I have anything going on my mind map right now.
Wait here, Watson, and keep an eye on the
No!
doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
Looking for a man with size 11 shoes. That's going to be our key piece of evidence as we proceed. We're looking for a man with above average size shoes, but not like particularly large either. Like nothing that would stand out.
Wait, what's happening?
Uh-oh. Wow.
What is this place? Where am I?
Well, you don't see this every day. Wow.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion?
He's right. This couldn't have been under the port of London this entire time. This is an interesting twist. I was wondering when we would get all Cthulhu-y up in here. And now it's here.
Strangely cold.
Like something's missing.
Something is missing.
Maybe I'm just wearing the wrong clothes for this. What if this is a puzzle with different clothes? Oh wait, here we go. The only way forward is the abyss. No.
The only way forward is the abyss.
All right.
Phew, I didn't die.
There it is. Can I take that, or do I need to examine it more carefully? There we go.
It is icy cold and pulsating.
Gross. I love this.
My heart, be calm.
This is great. He came back at kind of a weird time. This run-of-the-mill missing person investigation has taken a strange turn. Oh no. Oh, those caged people just fell to the ground. Aw, beans. Wait, did the door already close? Guess I have to push the button again. This all seems fine. Short strides. Only the short-strided man shall pass. I love these caged bodies keep falling to the abyss every time I take a step forward.
Now I am somewhere else. How? It's harder to breathe here.
Ah, beans. Ah, beans. Ah, it's a ding-dang eldritch horror. This is what I was afraid of.
It's like it stares right through me.
Holmes, you feel like you can do a jump?
It's like it stares right through me.
Oh, those things. Got an old floaty bridge. So the further away I get, the further that the bridge comes into existence. But as I walk back, it starts to retract into the sky.
It's like it stares right through me.
I thought it might be a classic walk backwards puzzle. Is it a walk backwards puzzle, though? So that definitely opens the door. Oh, what do we think, gang? How do we get this pathway down so that we can cross it? Because when we start walking back toward it, it immediately goes back up. Oh, gross. Wait, am I at a different place? That was really the solution? Get eaten by that guy? That's probably nothing. So now the bridge is locked into place. That's some interesting puzzling. Ooh. A little iffy there.
My head is already spinning. When will this end?
Should be more puzzles where walking backwards is the solution. Just press whatever button we got here.
There are 2 recesses.
That's twice as many recesses. Wait, I can't save a game here? That seems mean. Interesting. I bet this door leads somewhere creepy.
What kind of trickery is this?
Classic door puzzle. The only solution is not to go through a door. Aha! Ho ho ho! This is pretty cool. I'm digging this.
the stench.
Hey. It's one of those cool, pulsating cold things.
Strange stone. It almost feels alive.
If you had to guess, chat, what drug Sherlock Holmes is on right now, what would you say? I mean, because I'm assuming the answer isn't going to be he is actually, like, in Ryloth or whatever, right? Probably.
One down, one to go.
Less deep ones. There you go. I like that.
On my head. What just happened?
Not getting any readings off any of the other doors at the moment. Uh-oh, here we go. Is this the one I just came from? Let's do the old go in a circle. I think I did. I was sworn that was not the one that we went in before. Let's try straight ahead. I wonder if there's some different... Oh, here we go.
Oh, that is truly revolting.
All right. Here we go. Well, this is not what I was expecting at this point in the game.
Frozen and pulsing almost like it has a heart.
You know, Injured Ally, I'm still early in this one, but I really enjoyed the Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, which was the game that preceded this one. It's a really fun open world adventure game, and so far this one's been pretty good too. I'm enjoying it. It does some neat mystery solving type stuff that occasionally makes you feel like you've made a really brilliant logical leap that of course was the only brilliant logical leap you could have made. But it manages to get that feeling occasionally where it's like, I'm the smartest Holmes there is. I highly recommend Chapter 1 though. Excellent game. Nailed it. Completely, absolutely nailed it. What more could you want than Sherlock Holmes versus Cthulhu? Here we go. Things are about to get creepy.
Did I get out?
Oh no, cultists. It's gonna be cultists.
John?
What is it, Holmes?
Oh no. Now I am the Watson. 'Tis I am the Watson. Okay, so...
Watson. Holmes, where are you?
So it was all just in Holmes's head. Oh, there he is. Hi, guy.
Holmes. Holmes. Are you alright?
Hey, I'm really digging it, Grayson. It's pretty good.
Fine.
It just got weird.
Watson, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills. What are we dealing with?
A Cthulhu.
Something that's finally interesting.
It's a classic Cthulhu, my dear friend. To illuminate something with your lantern, use trigger. Broken nails, dried mud crumbs. Needle prick. Oops. Dried mud crumbs does kind of sound like a swear now that you mention it.
His abdomen is severely bloated. Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled.
Probably by squid tentacles. Eldritch squid tentacles. Okay. How did I get out of this? There we go. Okay.
Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why? These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style.
Classic American clothes cutting. Blood and human hair. Those are both things that humans have. Ah, dried mud crumbs. When I'm trying to determine if something sounds like British slang or not, I try to imagine if Penfold from Danger Mouse would say it. Aw, crumbs, DM. Okay, there's one more thing here. What else is in this creepy corner? There's rope. Ah, that's it.
Fine rope work, cut by a finer blade.
Okay. We're slowly piecing this together in our mind. Hey, Divismo. Given the victim was wearing a prophylactic, we can only transaction got. Ooh. Was he? Did I just miss other clues along the way? I forgot to use my detective vision.
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
Ah, narcotic residues.
It looks like the scribbling of madmen.
I mean, that's like the thing. That's the sound of madmen scribbling, alright. Classic Mad Men. That was my favorite episode, Mad Men. They did all the scribbling. Gross.
Deep scratches left in a frenzy. A small bloodstain, but not serious.
Okay.
The strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it.
Is that a crate or like a dead human crate? I call that a coffin. I'll leave it as that for now. We may revisit that conclusion.
Miserable food, mass-produced.
So what we're doing here is we're slowly piecing together enough clues about the crime scene to reconstruct the events in our
Holmes, are you
brain.
sure you've left no stone unturned?
No. I've left several stones unturned at the moment. I should have made this Cthulhu game so creepy. When do we ever get, like, an uplifting Cthulhu game? Well, I guess that was Gibbous, wasn't it?
Who are these people?
Yes, who are these people? Who are these people? Surely not developers. This has the definite feeling of like a Kickstarter room. They are developers, don't call me Shirley. Yeah, that is the most developer-y developer room. Was there a Kickstarter for this game? I didn't even realize it was Kickstarted, but I mean, yeah, I felt like this.
Potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
Let's see. Ooh, there's some unexplored hotspots. Because of the war, that makes sense.
Experiment. I wager they could not afford a better set.
Wow, he's dissing on these cultists for being so poor. Hey, cultists, good job.
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihir's brazier. Black Edelweiss Institute established 17-something.
Okay, so there's still a location. Oh, yes. The squid god, huh?
Did you hear that, Watson?
I hear you.
Aw, beans.
Kianak, Flegethor, Lebumna, Siaha, Inguft.
Yeah, I like that too, Grace. And I think there are lots of really thoughtful bits of game design in this. I feel like a lot of them would benefit from a little bit more tutorial within the game. But I like a lot of how they've tried to make it feel like you're doing some detecting as you play. Clown pants. It was a clown.
Clothes are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed. Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal. Gathered from dozens of people at the very least.
Okay. So we have some of these correct. Okay, this is 3. Hey, Robin. Thank you so much for the resub. Always a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well this evening. We're about to get to know Cthulhu. Our old pal Cthulhu. Cthulhu Charlie. There's that one. And here is our... Oh, wait. We're going to defeat Cthulhu with facts. Yes. Okay, so did that one not validate or did it validate? That. That's that. That one. That's that one. Where's our other one? Here we go. Our second one is still off. Is that this guy? So there's a third option here we haven't discovered. That's our problem right now. Let's see if we have anything. Oh, we got our mind map. There it is. Who's the dead man on the altar? Is the big mystery. No, those are the clues. Unknown man on the altar. Strange symbols. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Who is the dead man on the altar? Oops. Who is the dead man on the altar, though? Let's disconnect that. Let's disconnect that. Oh, wait, that's the only thing we do need connected. So the foreign woman is connected. Maybe. Is there a clue I still haven't found? Or a piece of evidence I haven't considered. Let's see. Oh wait, here's something else. There's another table to explore. Haha! We've done it, gang. This will solve all the mysteries. Guarantee.
At least 24 pendants, all identical and made of tin.
Pendants, you say?
Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
Gross. Got that out. Boston, Massachusetts.
Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood. An American passport. Amos Colby.
Amos Colby, eh? It vaguely depicts a sea creature. Perhaps an octopus. It's probably nothing. Ooh, a ceremonial dagger. Sweet.
Old blood stains. I've never seen a pattern like this before.
I do like the idea that Sherlock is unfamiliar with Cthulhu, but we as the player are very familiar with him. It adds a certain element of fun to the proceedings. Here we go. Let's validate this.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere. Only one captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
I hope nothing creepy happens.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Calm yourself.
Cannot be.
This isn't good. No squidlings.
What is it? Oh my God. Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots.
Well, that's what I'm really good
Pack
at.
your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow. Just in case.
What will happen next? I guess this is a Mind Palace moment. The classic Mind Palace. Who's the dead man on the altar? Okay, here we go. Amos Colby from Boston. Where have the abducted been sent to? Oh, man. Okay. How about all those Warehouse 12 happenings? Black Edelweiss Institute, Switzerland. Ooh, open your casebook. And let's go to the archives. The abductees are headed for the Black Edelweiss Institute, established in the 1700s. It lies somewhere in Switzerland. Location, Europe. Day of establishment, 1700s. Field of activity. Say medicine. Mental illnesses and addictions is currently headed by Professor Gygax.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train.
I'm really digging this. I like the chapter divisions. I like that it's a little bit more chopped up for us. They just aren't going to talk about any of that weird
Dr.
stuff.
Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
What?
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
The man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped.
Rosary
6
Josery was
soldiers
his
and
name.
myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly.
Lieutenant Paget,
the
Brewster?
men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear. So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
The logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles
Hey,
tended?
Stan, good
No
to
more
see you.
than a
Welcome
handful.
in.
Truth be told, I have become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes,
How reassuring.
I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around?
Wow. We're off to Switzerland. Switzerland. It's like Alan Wakeville. Whoa! Taylor Zan, welcome in. Thank you for the raid.
To show off their facilities to a fellow physician.
Once we get past this cutscene, I'll shout you out.
Sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods.
Welcome in, Raiders. Look how creepy this is. Goodness gracious. We're playing Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. It's Sherlock Holmes versus Cthulhu. Thank you so much for the raid, Paler Zan. What were you streaming tonight? Wow, look at this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Mountains of Madness. I like the sound of that. I wonder, are we entering the spider's web? Gary, this is a great question. This isn't the Edelweiss that comes up in Sound of Music, is it? This is a very different one. Look, Randall's Monday. I know that one. That is the one with the Kevin Smith vibes, right? Jeff Anderson from Clerks doing the voice of the lead character. How is that one? I've never played it before. Hey, Silent Unit, let me give a shout out here. Thank you so much, Paler Zan, for the raid. Thank you. And Shady, great to see you too. Thanks for dropping in. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Decaf Jedi. You can call me Jess. I stream lots of adventure games, mostly retro adventure games. I tend to enjoy games from the 80s and 90s point-and-click adventures, but here we're playing a little bit more modern adventure game in Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, the 2023 remake of it. It's weird. That's good to know. Yeah, I've been curious about that one. I've seen it on pretty cheap sale a few times and nearly picked it up. But yeah, I'm glad it's at least weird and funny isn't a bad combination. But thank you so much for the follow, Silent Unit. I appreciate it. And thank you all for dropping in. If you enjoy these sorts of games, please consider dropping a follow. The bad news is I hate to do this as soon as Raiders pop in. But I do have to call it a night. I was just getting ready to wrap up as we started the next chapter of this game. So I hate to do this, but I am going to have to pay it forward and see if I can raid y'all somewhere else. But thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you can come back and join me another time when I can stick around a little bit longer. But for now, goodness gracious, we need to get a raid going. And let me see who is on right now. Looks like we've got some good options. Let's raid over and see our old friend Tawi. Tawi tonight is playing Quest for Glory 2, one of my all-time favorite games. And if you're a fan of point-and-click adventures, it's probably one that you like too. But thank you again for the raid. Again, sorry to head off on all y'all. But be sure to tell Tawi that I said hello and that I sent you. And in the meantime, I'll be back by Retro Adventure Wednesday playing a brand new old point-and-click game. Don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be coming up soon. And I will see y'all around before too long. Take care.